I'm making this as a parable just to kind of teach some people about how the government works because it makes a lot of sense. Jailing costs so much money, and they do everything that they can in America to make sure it's as cheap as possible. They don't care.
How can I make it right? You could kill Jesus of Nazareth. Then
Jesus of Nazareth, in this case, would be anybody who tries to stand up against who again? Oh, yeah, the government. And if you didn't catch it already, this dude right there, he's the guy that's working your everyday job, right? You can consider him like the good Samaritan police officer, the good person who's just trying to do their job and get paid, right?
public display it so they have no reason to stay.
And this sadistic dude right here is literally the entire government, right? They're the people that work underneath the pilot. And if you've seen this show, the pilot is literally just somebody who's, I don't know, sinful beyond belief. You know, they try to hide behind closed doors and they don't even care. They'll do public executions, they'll manipulate everything. And yeah, it's bad. But this guy is basically like the people brainwashing and bullying everybody in government.
But then it folds and it gets bloody. I hate the wailing.
Government does not see, this guy represents government. He does not, or the government in America does not want anybody to wail and complain and do protests, because then what happens? It's a literal sign that if people protest, it's a direct sign that the government realizes that they have no power, just like when Satan realizes he has no power because God is literally the creator. It reminds Satan, in this case, this retard, that they're worthless and they have nothing.
I do hate the death wave. I don't know how Pilate does it. Anyway, we are not savages. Let's get rid of the tent city.
We're not savages. Of course they're not. That's how they paint the picture to manipulate everybody, and then they do
What?
this. Put out the tent city.
How can I do that? Gaius, use your imagination. If you see a damaged home, tell them it's not up to code and to tear it down. If you see somebody who's sick, arrest them for spreading pestilence. Somebody selling wares, tell them they don't have permission and shut them down.
You see there? Even though that's just 3 and 3, as far as I understand it, the Bible basically speaks about number 3 being God's, perfect number. But I could be wrong there. But the point that I'm trying to make here is the fact that it doesn't matter about the number. It matters about the fact that the government here, this sadistic dude, only wants to care about one thing: pushing the government's narrative. And they're willing to put out all the fires that they make up because they want to control everything. And if they do so, they can continue to manipulate all the other people in the world to believing their narrative, because these are the governments and they are sadistic people. They think that they control everything. But in America, we have something called the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but there's actually people, especially relevant to the World Health Organization, that are trying to completely destroy the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. You don't believe me? It's your damn fault.
Put out the fires, Gaius, until it's too cold, dark, and miserable to stay.
And you see, like I said before, this guy in the movie or this show, Gaius, is just your average worker guy who just wants to have a job. Like, this guy's got it good and for his job position, right? But at the same time, the principle between this dude and the other guy, who's the crazy dude, I don't even care to remember his name. The point is like, this guy's the normal good working guy, and then the other guy's just the government guy, right? The America. And so this guy, the normal working guy, literally just wants to sit there and have a normal life as best as they can, get up as high as they can, and that's the dream that we're all fed on. uh, but guess what happens? The American government force feeds a bunch of BS down everybody's throats like this, and then it literally forces everyone like this guy to then suffer. And then you got people in the background like this dude who have nothing, who have no idea what's going on. They got their backs turned to everything because they're just not a part of the conversation. So this guy is never going to be able to tell anybody else, because if he does, just like how it is in Rome, just like how it is in America, this guy or this type of person, that's the representation of like your average worker bee, so to speak, in America, who just wants to be a normal person and have a normal life, they end up getting, what's the word again? Oh yeah, castrated from society. They either get thrown in prison for some false thing, they this, that, the other happens to them, and then what also happens? The crazy psycho government people end up winning.
Grimby,
Good actor,
I
but
know what I must do, Thomas.
the character's psycho.